वो ले लूंगा मैं, एथिक्स ले लूंगा।
तो देखता हूँ।
एनवायरमेंट आप लिस्ट देख लेना।
मेरे पास आना अभी आप नीचे।
मैं आऊंगा नीचे। अब आप कहाँ नीचे बैठे हैं इस समय?
हाँ मैं आपकी क्लास वो करवाने के बाद ना स्टार्ट में नीचे बैठ जाता हूँ अपना, नीचे मेरी सीट नीचे।
आप नीचे ऑफिस में हैं?
नीचे वाले फ्लोर पे है ना मेरी सीट,
फर्स्ट फ्लोर पे। Morning. I am Dr. SHARMA, Academic Counselor for Human Resource Management. Today, we will discuss here second last unit of this blog, which is correlated with the topic of recruitment and the selection. First of all, what are the objectives of this unit? We will discuss here. In this specific unit, which correlated with the recruitment and the selection. After the completion of this unit, the human resource management, HRM, what are the human resources, it will have to fulfill these objectives. Basically, these objectives are, after the completion of this unit, correlated with recruitment and the selections here, student should be able to explain the need of spelling out the job specification as the starting point for the purpose of selections. Then it will helpful to fulfill the objectives of the name the various sources which can be used for attracting the desired types of the manpower. Manpower is very important, which is known as the human resources in this unit. Then it will helpful to state and explain and evaluate the various methods of the recruitment here. Then it will explain the purpose and the types of the interviews, their limitations, and the need for care in using them. So basically, after completion of this unit, you will able or a student will able to understand the job specification, recruitment process, selection process, various sources from where we can arrange the manpower of human resource, also the method of recruitments, as well as the purpose, types of the interviews, limitations of interview, etc. It will be the part of this unit. So let's start about the recruitment and selection. It is very, very significant in human resource management process. First of all, we understand what is the meaning of recruitment. Everywhere this definition is used in human resource management. When any student doing any curriculum, then must ask what is the recruitment, what is the selection, and what is the what are the placement in specific organization. In case of the teaching industry, before taking the admission in any specific organization, student must be there, and first of all he ask about the placement process, name of the recruitments, what are the packages, and so on. So recruitment is the first process and it is the first step of the selection, which is the part of the human resource management HR. Recruitment is the process of identifying the prospective employees, stimulating and encouraging them to apply for a particular job or jobs in an organization. It is a positive action as it involves inviting the people to apply. The purpose is to have an inventory of eligible persons from amongst whom proper selection of the most suitable persons can be made. So, recruitment is the process of identifying prospective employees and stimulating and encouraging them to apply for a particular job in an organization. So you must understand first of all about the recruitment definition and what is the real meaning of the recruitment. So the process of identification and prospective employees is the main word in this specific recruitment process definition. Stimulating means when we are providing the job, when we are given any information, any advertisement in the newspaper, or you can say on online portals, on the websites also, so it must be stimulating. Stimulation is the specific definition or specific phenomena where the prospectives stimulated or prospective just ready to apply for the job in your specific organization. So stimulation is not a very easy process, because if we are saying that we are posting or we are in the part of the recruitment of the salespersons in the various organizations, like in the pharmaceutical industry, there the various companies are there in India as well as abroad also. So what is the stimulation? First of all, there are some specific qualification is required, like the B Pharmacy, D Pharmacy, MBA, BSc Biology, graduation, and so on. It is dependent upon the company to company, what type of the employee they want to hire in the specific organization according to the product and the services they want to launch in the market. So stimulation is the part, it is maybe the post like the area sales manager, you must be an area sales manager, as well as the brand managers. So post sometime is a stimulation. Okay, we are trying for the post of the area sales manager. Just we are trying for the post of the brand manager. Just we are trying for the post of this specific area manager and regional sales manager and so on. Then what are the perks, what are the salaries, what are the fringe benefits company will be provided to you. So stimulation is the specific thing which are necessary to attract the employees who must apply in your organization, which is the first part of the recruitment. Not only the identification, but also the stimulation of the specific or the prospective employees. He must ready to join your organization. He must apply about the post. He must apply for the particular job. This is the first step of the recruitment. So it is the positive action, and it involves the inviting people to apply. If they are applying and they are interested in your organization after the stimulation, then we can say our recruitment process is going on the right direction. Then, factors affecting the recruitment. What are the factors? So there are the various factors are affecting upon the recruitment process, like geographical factors are there. Geographical factors and employment correlated to each other. Some specific person try to apply, yes, we will apply for this specific region also. So the geographical factors and the employment condition where the organization is located can become a potential factor for attracting the job applications. You can say in the Silicon Valley, you can say in the Bangalore, most of the IT persons are applying. Most of the person are applying for the jobs in abroad, like in America, Canada, and so on. So geographical factors are also the very important part, where the employees or the prospective employees are applying for the jobs or they are seeking for their future. It is depend upon the geographical factors. So geographical factor is a major factor who attract the job application. Some of the persons are not willing to join in this specific area. Some of the persons are not interested to join this specific country also. This is depend upon the political, legal, and various factors are there, which is responsible for the recruitment factors. Factor number 2, effects of the past recruiting success or otherwise is another criteria is there. Next, policies of the organization like the promotions, what are the promotions scheme is there. From within also the indirectly motivate the applicants. Policy is also a very important factor. In some organization, if persons are promoted and they are motivated, then maybe the chances of the more persons will apply in your organization, because promotion is a part of the positive motivation. Next part is the compensation. What are the compensation company and organizations are provided? The benefits, what are the benefits they are providing? What are the packages they are offered? Packages offered by the organization, institution of the company. So geographical policies, promotion policies, fringe benefits, packages, and so on. There are various factors are there who directly impact or factor which are responsible for affecting the recruitment process of any organization. It is very, very important when we are planning about the recruitment. So we must consider also about the factors affecting upon the recruitment in any organization. Okay, it's clearly indicated here. Next, the process of recruitment. First of all, we understand about the recruitment. Then what are the factors we must be carrying in the mind when we are planning about the recruitment process? We are designing the recruitment process. Then what is the process of the recruitment? This unit clearly indicated that preparation of the recruitment before you think of inviting people to apply for a job. You have to decide what type of the persons are to be invited and what their characteristics should be there. This call for fixing the job specification, which may also be called the main specification. Man is the person who is entitled for job. Main specification indication what type of the skills, qualifications are the part of prerequisites, are the part which is required in this specific man is known as the main specification in case of the human resource man. Because this is the man, this is not the machine, this is not the robot, this is the person who are dealing directly with the persons. So the impact of the persons, quality of the person may impact upon the overall function, overall performance of an organization. So in the human resource management, main specification and the persons or the managers, their skills, their behavior, their communication, dialogue delivery is the key factor. So when we are in the process of the recruitment, it is mandatory to find out that specific important features which is required in a specific person when we are providing a specific job to a specific person. Then, after the main specification, the job specifications are also important. First is the man and second is the job. Like, teaching is the job. Teachers, professors, assistant professor, and so on are the men or the women or the persons which have the specific skills to deliver their knowledge to the students. So the job is the teaching. Like the person is the doctor and job the medical profession. So job is specification based what type of the jobs, what type of the products, what type of the services we are going to provide. What is the nature of job? Various type of the jobs are there. Various type of the professions are there. Like we can say the lawyer is there, doctors are there, teachers are there, salespersons are there, and so on. Many professions are there. So everywhere, job are specified, and the prerequisite and the skills are vary according to the job specification. What type of the job is specified? This is known as the job specification. While the man specification, you understand previously that man is the particular person where is their qualification as well as their skills. So the job specification are based on the job description, which is depend upon the nature and the requirement of a job. Thus, the job specification will be different for each job, or we can say it is very person to person, and it is very according to the job specification. There are already discussed in the detail in the job analysis unit previously what is the job analysis, but this is the part of the process of recruitment. We shall explain below the various elements of the job specification which is required or which is mandatory for the human resource management process. Physical specification are there. Like for the certain jobs, some specific physical features may be required. In case of the army persons, in case when a particular person in the airline industry is a pilot, as well as in case of the metro, it is the part of the, you can say the railways or in the metro. So some specific or certain job physical specification are required. So these physical specifications are required some specific jobs also. For example, for assembly of a TV set or some other electronic equipments, good vision is required. For a typing a job, you need the finger dexterity or expertise in the typing is the part. For a heavy job, you need a strong person, heavy and thick body set. So these are the part like the set of body, like the fingers movement, like the heaviness or strong body, as well as the vision. So these specific things are the part of the physical specification. Physically, what type of the physics are required, what type of the persons are required is the part of the physical specification for the job. The particular physical ability and the skills necessary for a given job have to be specified. These may be referred to the weight, to the height, to the vision, finger movements, voice modulations, hand and foot coordinations, motor coordination, Motor coordination is the part of our brain, thinking process, how we correlate, how we explain, how we our brain make on the perception about the product, about the about the services, about the consumers. So motor coordinations also the part. Color discriminations. The particular person is not suffering from the color blindness. This is also the part of the physical specification. Age range, what type of the age is there? So the age, we can say the color combination, motor coordination, voice modulation, finger dexterity, weight, height, visions. These are some specification is required when we are in the process of the recruitment and we are recruiting the specific persons for the specific jobs or for the specific services. This is clearly indicated here. Physical specification. Next is the mental specification. Mental health is also the very important part because the memory, judgment, ability to plan, estimation, perception, various factors, thinking process is depend upon the mental health. Mental soundness is very important. Like mental specification, these include the intelligence, memory, judgment power, ability to plan, ability to understand. Ability to understand is very important. It is very specific. When a particular person have the quality to ability to judge or ability to plan and ability to understand, then this specific person may be more fruitful for the organization. He can plan better, he can give the good planning, he can estimate about the future of the organization, he can estimate about the upcoming sales with the help of the ability to understand what type of the consumers are there, what type of the culture is there, what type of the product may be successful in future. Then specific manager have this ability, then this particular person is more beneficial for the organization because their mental specification is better. That particular person have the mental specification better than the other, then there is the more chances of the selection of the specific person. Then that particular person is mentally sound or have the abilities. Then ability to estimate. Most of the share market is dependent upon the estimation. That is specific. We are investing in this specific share market, then maybe the chances. So there are the various persons are there, mentors are there, business analysts are there, who are guiding to the persons that you must invest their money in this specific share market, in this specific process. So this estimation may be a part which is the correlated with mental specification, which is required during the recruitment process. How to read, to write, how they write, to think, how they think, read, write, and think. part or the process part of the recruitment process. What is the emotional part? Emotional quotient is also the part. It is very very important. How a particular person is emotional, how they deal with a specific community, how they deal with the consumer, how they deal with the person who are working there under the specific person. So emotional and the social specification is very very important and significant part for the any recruitment process here. Like these include the characteristics which will affect the working with the others, like the personal appearance, how the personal appearance is there, gesture, posture, as well as the dealing and their personality also. It is also the part of the genetics sometimes of the personal appearance. We can understand and we have studied in the human resource practices also. The manners, emotional stability, how a specific person is emotionally stable, aggressiveness, or the submissiveness, extroversion, introversion, how it is the extroversion is there, introversion is there, leadership style, which type of the leadership style of cooperativeness, initiative and driven skill in dealing with the others, social adaptability, etc. So the emotional and the social specification is directly impact upon the process of the recruitment. So when we are searching for a particular person for a particular job as a manager also, so there are some specific things are required, like the extroverted person is the part become the part of the organization, or the introversion, because extroverted person sometimes more efficient to deliver or to interact with the consumer and the customer, and sometimes introversions are required and there is the only the work for the doing some calculations only. So there is depend upon the job specification, which type of the person we require, what are their leadership style, what is the level of their cooperation, what is the cooperativeness specific person have, what are the skills they have in dealing with the other, as well as the social adaptability also. So emotional and social specification also the part when we are thinking about the recruitment process. After it, behavioral specification. Behavioral specification, this is also the part of the consumer behavior. Sometimes we have all the marketing where we are planning, it is depend upon the behavior of the consumer, how a particular consumer or the customer behave towards your company, towards your organization, towards your product, towards your commodities, as well as towards your services also. So this is also the part of the consumer behavior, how the consumer think, how the consumer deal, how the consumer search, how the consumer give the feedback. So this specific behavior also is specific behavioral part is very very important. Behavior, certain management personnel at the higher level of the management are expected to behave in a particular way. That is clearly indicated there. So behavior is very very significant. Behavior is very very important part. How they deal with the particular person, how they deal with the managers, how they deal with their subordinates, how they deal with their consumers, how they will deal with their customers is very significant and important, because this is the part of the behavioral specification. Behavior also the part, not only the degree and diplomas, not only the experiences only, but what type of the behavior is required for a particular process is also the part or the process or the part of the process of the recruitment. These are not formally listed but have to be kept in the mind during the process of recruitment. This is not everywhere is written there. Yes, you if you have this type of the behavior, then you are entitled to apply in this specific organization. If you have this type of the behavior, then you are entitled for this job or for this post. No, but this is understood this type of the behavior when we are taking the interviews. This is also a part of this unit. When you are taking the interviews, then the particular person or interviewer must keep in the mind, okay, I need this type of the person. This type of the behavior is adaptable. This type of the behavior is required for the specific job. Like in the medical profession, which type of the behavior is required. Like in the army personnel, which type of the behavior is required. In teaching industry, which type of the behavior is required. In pharmacy industry, which type of the behavior is required. not only the diploma and degree. So this is also a part, behavioral specification is also a part when we are recruiting a specific person for a specific job. After source of the human resources, from where we can arrange search the specific persons, then this is the part of the source of human resource process. Like internal sources may be there. These include the HR already on the payroll of the organization, as also those who were once on the payroll of the company, but who plans to return or whom the company would like to rehire. These include those the quality of voluntarily or those on the production layoffs also. So internal sources are the part where we can recruit the specific person, hire the specific person is the source of the human resource process. Clearly indicated here. And external sources may be there. External sources like outside the organization, like the new entrants to the labor forces without their experiences may be the external. These include the college students, which is the part of the placement activities, recruitment activity, the unemployed with a wider range of skills and abilities, retired experienced person may be the part of external resources, and the other not in the labor force like the married women as the second career option in their life are the part of the external resources. So the source of the human resource process basically two types. Internal sources may be there or hire the employees, as well as the external sources may be the part for which provide the human resources. Methods of recruitment. There the various methods are there, but there is the direct method. First of all, the direct method, it includes the sending the recruiters to the educational and the professional situations. Employee contacts the public managed exhibits and waiting its list. Schools and colleges for the clinical lab and apprenticeships are the part of this, which is known as the internship. High schools can be extensively used for the technical, managerial, and the professional jobs. Colleges, universities, departments, as well as the specialized institutes like the IITs, IIMs are used. These institutions usually have the placement officer or placement head or the teacher in charge of the placement who normally provides or helped in attracting the employees, arranging the interviews, furnishing the space and the other facilities, and providing the student resumes. This is the part of the direct method of the recruitment. The companies maintain a list of such institutions, keep in the touch with them, send their brochures, informations, indicating the job openings, what type of jobs we are going to open, future prospect are there on the basis of these students who want to be considered for the given jobs are referred to the company recruiters. Employees contact with the public, the employees of the organizations are told about the existence of the particular vacancies and they bring this to the notice of their relatives, friends, and the acquaintances. Men exhibits the organization and recruiters to convince and in seminars, setting up the exhibitions, fairs, and using mobile offices also. So there are the various type of the methods are there. This is known as the direct method of the recruitment. Indirect methods is also the part here. Cover the advertisements in newspapers, on radio, in trade and professions, in journals, technical journals, and also in the brochures. When the qualified and the experienced persons are not available through other sources, advertising in the newspapers as well as the profession. So indirect methods where the professionals and media and newspapers are helpful in the process of recruitment or searching the prospective and pledge for an organization is known as the indirect method of third party method. Various agencies are used for the recruitment. Under these methods, these include the commercial and the private employment agencies, state agencies, placement officers of school, colleges, and professional associations, recruiting firms, management consulting firms, seminars for the colleges, professors, assistant professors, fans, and relatives. They are known as the third party methods. So direct, indirect, and third party, like the agencies, HRs, which are directly involved in the organization in school, colleges, professional colleges. They hire the particular person and they interact with the company and they provide the jobs. They are the mediator. Sometimes they can say they are on the payroll of this company. So indirect method, direct method, and third party method is the part of the recruitment process. Selection. After the recruitment process, when we have completed all the things, then this is the part of the final selection, where is the specific job is provided to a particular person or the prospective consumer or the for the prospective employee. So selection as we have seen earlier is the process of securing the relevant informations about an applicant to evaluate his qualification, experiences, and the other qualities with a view to matching these with the requirement of a job. Selection is the ultimate process where a particular person is selected for the specific job after completing the all criteria which is required in the process of the recruitment. After they fulfill this recruitment process, the particular person is a part of the selection. So it is essentially a process of picking out the man or the man best suited for the organization, which is the best one we have selected out, as well as the all the things are for the organization as per the requirement. The selection process, you would recall the selection process, which involves the rejections of the unsuitable or the less suitable applicants here. This may be done at any of the success hurdles which our applicant must cross. The hurdles act as the screens designed to eliminate an unqualified applicant at any point in the process. So this is the selection. Interview. Interview is a very important part. Meaning and the purpose of interview. An interview is the conversation with the purpose between one person and one side and another person or person on the other side. An employment interview should serve the three purposes like the obtaining the informations, giving the informations, and motivating the particular person. It should provide an appraisal of the personality by obtaining the relevant informations about the prospective employee's background, training, work history, education, and their interest. The candidate should be given information about the company is the part. Then types of the interviews. The types of the interviews are divided into the various types, like informal interview. Informal interview, this may take place anywhere. The employer or a manager in the personal department may ask the few questions, like the name, like the place of birth, like the previous experiences. It is not a plan and it is used widely when the labor market is tight. Then, formal interviews, this held in a more formal atmosphere in the employment office by the employment officer with the help of the well-structured questions. The time and the place of the interview are stipulated by the employment office also. So interviews are informal, may take place anywhere. So interviews are maybe the formal, they held in a more formal atmosphere, in a specific place, in a specific date, in a specific time only. Then this is the part of the formal interview. Planned interviews. The various type of interviews. Interviews are not only the interviews, but interviews are also classified, further classified according to the need of the job, like planned interviews. This is the formal interviews also carefully planned. The interview has the plan of action worked out in relation to time to be devoted to each candidate. Pattern interviews are there. This is also the planned interviews, but planned to a higher degree of accuracy, precision, and executions are there. Non-directive interviews are there. This is designed to let the interviewee speak his mind freely. The interviewer is the carefully and patient listener Providing whenever the candidate is silent, the idea is to give the candidate complete freedom to sell himself. Depth interviews are there. This is designed to intensively examine the candidate's background and thinking and to go into considerable detail on a particular subject. To the special interest to the candidate are the part of the depth interview. So interviews may be planned, pattern interviews, non-directive interviews, and depth interviews when there is the need to find out the overall knowledge of a particular person when we are providing the job of a specific person when there are only the one or two jobs are there. So there is the need of the depth interview for a particular person. As well as in case of the hiring of a medical superintendent or hiring a specific medical doctor sometime. So there is the need to find out the depth knowledge. They are required the depth interviews also. Initial screening or preliminary interviews are there. This is the sorting process in which the prospective applicants are given the necessary information about the nature and the job, and also the necessary information is acted from the candidates about their education, their experiences, their skills, salary expected. It is the applications scrutiny. You might have seen that sometimes also. Applications are asked on a plain sheet also sometimes. This is done where application form are designed. The application is asked to give the details about their age, marital status, education, qualification, work experiences, and their references. Different type of the application form may be used by the some organizations. For the different type of employees, candidate is found to be suitable. Physical examination is also the part, which is sometimes we say medical. We are going for the medical certificate is necessary for joining any specific job. Sometimes at the time of the admission of the students, the medical fitness certificate is also required. Before the joining of the specific organization also ask about the physical fitness or medical fitness certificate from the candidates also. So this is the part of the physical examination. Yes, applicant who get over one or more of the preliminary hurdles are sent for a physical examination either to the organization, physician, or to a medical officer approved for the purpose of the physical examination. A physical examination serves the following purpose. Why it is required? Why it is the part of the recruitment selection process. It gives an indication regarding fitness of a candidate for the job which is concerned. It provides the particular person is fit, he or she can join the job. It discovers the existing disabilities and obtain a record thereof, which may be helpful later in deciding the company's responsibility in the event of the workman's compensations claim also. It helps in preventing the employment of those suffering from some type of the contagious diseases. Sometimes it helps in the planning those who are otherwise employable but whose physically handicaps may necessitate assignment only to the specific jobs. So it is the part. Content of physical examinations are there, clearly indicated here in short. Like physical examination cover the following, like applicant's medical history. Medical history is very necessary. Which type of the specific disease are there? What is the disease that exists in the family tree? Also the part, the applicant medical history, that is physical measurement, height, weight, etc. is this part of this content of physical examination. General examinations conclude it have the skin, muscularities, joints, etc. Special senses are also the part of this physical examination, like visual, auditory activities, how the visions are there. Clinical examinations are there, like the eyes, ear, nose, throat, and teeth. This is the clinical examinations. Special senses, visual and auditory activities. General examination, like the skin, muscles, and joints are there. Height, weight, etc. the physical measurement, and applicant medical history, also the content of the physical examination, we can say. examination of chest and lungs, checkup of the blood pressure and heart is the part, pathological test of urine and blood, X-ray examination is the part, chest and other part of the body is the part of the physical examinations, neuropsychiatric examination, particularly when the medical history are there, is the part of physical examination. Reference check. The applicant is asked to mention his application in the names and addresses of the such persons who are usually know him well. These may be his previous employer, friend or professionals, teachers may be there, colleagues may be there. They are approached by the mail or telephone, requesting a furnish their frank opinion without incurring the liability about the candidates, either on the specified file or in general. This is the part of the reference check. This is the part of resumes also. They are assured that the all information supplied would be kept confidential, yet often either no response is received or it is generally a favorable response towards the specific person who are the part of the recruitment or the selection. Final decisions is taken by the organization after the completion of fulfilling all these activities. Applicants who cross all the hurdles are finally considered. If there are more persons than the number, maybe the more persons, we have the vacancy 1, there may be the 100 persons are there who is applying for the job, for the post. Then final decision, required for a job, the best one. Who is the best one? You pick the best one. So this is the part of selection. Selection is the negative process. Recruitment is the positive process. Why selection is negative? Because screening out some specific persons and only 1 or 2 persons are selected. That is, those with the highest score are finally selected in organization. Summary of this unit. At last, this is just about the finishing of this HRM. We have conducted the classes usually based upon the specific curriculum provided by IGNOU. This unit has helped you to follow the process of selection in an organization, right from the conception of an idea that a suitable person is to be put on a given job to the point of ultimate selecting the most suitable person for it, putting him at ease and making him feel at home with his fellow employees, his supervisor, and the organization as the whole. So this unit has helped to understand about all the process. Previously, we have understand the human resource management process, human resource management policies, human resource management theories, human resource, how they act, and there are the various segments we have completed here. So it helped you to understand various activity involved in the process and the order in which this carried out. It has given you insight for the various alternatives and methods of the various activities under what the circumstances is advisable. It is also help you to realize the various precautions to be taken so that your effort under each activity bring desired. So thank you very much. I think you must understand all the things we have discussed in the previous classes as well as today. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best to all the students. Thank you.